Samuel from Armah, and today I'm presenting to you this art that I did. I'm still struggling to find a name. I might call it behind the stripes. First, I started to think to call it family meeting, and then the woman with the harem. Harem is like harem, dazzle, what do we call it? Zeal. It's like a group of zebras. Just like you could call it, like a group of cows is called like a herd of cows. A group of zebras is called a dazzle, harem, or a zeal. So at some point I was trying to call it black and white. So the name will be the title of the name at this time. By the time you see this video, I probably have determined the name to title this piece. Now this is one of my very first original pieces that I have done. Meaning, I was involved a lot creatively with making this piece. As of now, it's one of my favorite pieces that I have done, just based on the subject matter and also the whole composition and what it means. When you look at it as a viewer, like what does it mean to you? And of course, I do appreciate your comments and your feedbacks and likes and everything below this video. You could leave them right below this video, and I usually want to see what you think or what your first impressions when you get from this. So right there, I just jump into my take and what inspired me to make this wonderful piece. And it all started. I have met this amazing woman that I really love. I love so much. She's so amazing. She's so great. She's so smart, very, very beautiful, super talented, very natural. You can see her dreads. She got this nose ring. It's something exotic about her. I love the exotic appeal, or how exotic she is. And I know we're having a conversation about zebras, because zebras was one of her, I would say, she relates a lot to zebras. Most people say, okay, this animal is like it's an animal that I could relate to, because they have certain characteristics and certain tendencies, or like my soul animals, And I know they have zodiac signs and signs that's different, also, but it kind of relates to that, because I'm a Leo. I was born in August, and sometimes you could read these zodiac signs and some of the things you could relate to, and some people relate to Tauruses, some put zebras, So before this, I made this piece. I was just waiting for inspiration to come, and at that time we were talking about zebras, because she loves zebras a lot. She has zebras all over. She's very intrigued about zebras. And zebras seems cool. I've seen them. I like their stripes, but I've not been really into them, But how it all started was that I was just thinking about zebras, and I think one day I was just going, like driving somewhere, and I was like, zebras just look like they just look like horses, I've seen horses up close. I think I might have seen a zebra at the zoo before, but I was saying zebras just look like horses, and I was just thinking to myself, I was like, why don't they just use zebras, just like they use horses. You see, they use horses to pull. People ride horses for races. People interact more with horses than with zebras. And the thought just occurred to me. I was like, why haven't we done it? So I was just very curious, and I was just reading about zebras. And apparently zebras have never been. It's been very hard to domesticate zebras. Because of course they look better, right? Or they don't look better, but aesthetically or visually, when you look at zebras, they're very attractive. Look at their stripes. They're beautiful stripes. Like, each stripe is so beautiful, like so articulate, like so different, so unique. Another fact about zebras, like all their stripes is unique. So there are no two stripes that are the same. It's like almost like their fingerprints or their DNA. And they say when zebras are born, like they identify their mothers just based on their stripes. Of course, their smell and some other things, but mainly also because of their stripes. So they are very unique. Their stripes is like stands out a lot. So what is it about these animals? And generally because of their attitude. So it's a generally zebras have not been domesticated because of their attitude, and I thought that was so like very very interesting thing to know, like interesting fact to know about zebras. Um, they have an attitude, so they will kick, they will bite. Of course, horses kick and bite too, but horses are much more tempered. They could be domesticated and trained more easily, and over time they are very very much reliable and have a better temperament. But zebras, no. I thought that was also interesting. Like you look at this beautiful, like gorgeous, nice animal. They are so unique. It's like they are so unique, and it's like they have this attitude. Matter of fact, if you look at a zebra, if you're just looking at a zebra and a horse, if you look at both of them together, and you don't know, you just you go with the zebra first because it looks nice, right? But they are like the the worst, very horrible now, very bad too. They'll kick, they will do horrible stuff. They cannot, even when they kind of try to keep them or put them in the zoo, they have to be especially careful because they don't like to be bothered. They like to be alone. They're very wild, very very savage. So at that point, when I realized this, it kind of connected to me to make a piece that will connect her to the zebras, and to be as original as possible. Be as original as possible. That connects. So in the wild, so when you look at this picture, when you look at this art, these drawings, like it just tends to make a piece where it will connect her to the zebras. So she is in the wild with the zebras, and this wouldn't happen in the wild, under normal circumstance, because they would they will kick her, they will bite her, they will not come close. They will stay away. Very very wild animals. Very very do not mess with zebras. But you could see her with them just embracing. I like this embrace that she has on the zebra over here. I really enjoyed doing that part. And I'll get into the pencils I use, the time that I spend. I just want to give you like a quick overview of the whole piece. Like the image or the story behind the whole piece. The inspiration. So that's where the inspiration came from to draw it. So when you look at it, you might be like, do not get deceived. But with her being there, it's like her embracing. The zebras have embraced her. If you look at this one, she's embraced the, it's almost like a family. She's embraced the zebra have embraced her. And this zebra is so relaxed. This normal wouldn't happen. Excuse me. This zebra is so relaxed. And these are onlooking. They are looking towards us. So it's almost like they are all one. Her and the zebras are just one. And they just basically looking at us, the viewers. So we are looking at them, and they are looking at us. See, they both actually all looking. All the eye sight is focusing on us. And I did that on purpose. And they're also relaxed. They're also very 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 relaxed. So it took me a total of maybe 8 hours, 7 or 8 hours to draw it. Majority of the time was spent on the face, trying to make sure that the face looks exactly right. That's something I'm particular about. So, or the face, and also how to make it in such a way that it kind of, there is uniformity, and there is order in the presentation. So it all looks like how it is. And also portrays the message. So a lot of time was spent with there. Drawing zebras was much fun, especially when I got to the stripe part. Drawing all the stripes was so much fun because I get to see how the stripes are, because when it gets to the belly, it kind of like narrows down, into the belly, and the big stripes in the back. Sometimes one interesting thing is that some of the stripes actually branch out. Branch out. You see this here. This here. Some of the stripes branch out, which is interesting. If you just look at them hastily, you wouldn't see. But if you take it, if you're drawing them or you spend time with them, you see the stripes branch out. The stripes are very, very interesting and so nice. So beautiful. And their ears, they have this kind of donkey looking ears, which is also interesting to me. Their nose is dark, which is very interesting. Their eyes were all mostly dark. That's another thing that I realized just drawing zebras. Like you see their eyebrows, their eyeballs are dark. It's like very fierce and very, very intense. Like it's very, very dark. It's like I'm looking at you. And then they have this thing, like a little thing on their, I don't know what to call it. If you have a horse, you probably know. I don't know if it's a mane, like a little mane, but they have this thing going on their back, on their neck, going up, and then they have these tails. They, I don't know, they're very chubby. I feel like they're a little bit more chubby. Some of them are a little bit more chubby than horses, but there are different kinds of zebras. I think there are 3 different species of zebras. So based on the type, because you can see, I could tell by drawing that they're a little bit chubby. Their back, a little bit chubby. And they have this thing going on top of their head, which is also interesting to see. And then the sides, it's so interesting. But they are huge. They are big, huge, like a horse. You see how big this one is in comparison to her, almost like her height. If she stands up, she probably be standing at height with the zebra. She has the dress. She's wearing the local skirt with the prints, sort of like an African print with her top. She has tattoos. This here. And she also has a nose ring. I think I mentioned before, and her dread. So it's very natural. Like back to the safari, back to Africa kind of theme with it. And also the landscape, the horizon. It's a beautiful horizon that goes all the way to the back. The grass. Another thing was the grass. Making sure the grass is realistic. So I have this grass here, and as it goes back, I try my best, to create the conception of the horizon, meaning we are standing right here. So we are standing right here, and this is a group of with her and the harem, or the dazzle, the group of zebras, the dazzle, and we are looking at them, and they are looking at us, And she has this smile on her face. It's almost not like a big smile, but it's almost like a smirk, like a slight smile. That was a little bit challenging to make, because it's not like a big smile. So I spent some time trying to create that feel. So it's almost like you're looking at us, but it's like, okay, it's like I'm here, and she's not like extremely happy to be there, or she's not sad, but it's like I'm just here. It's like, I'm just in a serenity, or I'm in a good feeling, or a spiritual place, or I'm just home. I'm home, which ties back to the original theme I meant to earlier on, name it like a family meeting. Well, that's kind of the theme that I started with. How to call, like, the free animals. Like, the animals is free, and she's free, and she's one with them. So this also ties back to her something she was explaining to me earlier on. As a Taurus and as a person, like, the zebras kind of mean a lot to her, because they kind of remind her of herself, in the same way that they are very calm, and they could be very calm. Again, I'm not saying they are calm. They could be very calm, and they do their thing, but they could be also very savage, very savage, and they could attack and be very wild, when provoked and attacked, So that's something that she says she could relate to, as well. And then mainly that's So it was so much fun. I used my 2H pencil. My 2H pencil is like my favorite pencil now. I try to have it over there. I use a 2H pencil mainly to draw because I have more control. It's light, and then when I want to darken some areas, I could generally just darken those areas that I want to with a 2H pencil. This was made on this is how great of an artist I am. Let's see. Okay. So it's on a 12 by 18 inch drawing paper. It's kind of light brownish paper. I'm gonna start experimenting working with more white paper. You could see the contrast between the back and this. It's almost about the same. But I like this sheet of paper. It gives it a nice background when I do the pencil drawings. So I have a time lapse on the so this is the so I'll have a time lapse of this drawing next or I mean after this video. So please make sure you check out the time lapse, or if not, it will be below this video. You can check out the time lapse of this video that I did. Of this, you could check out the time lapse of this art that I did, 7 to 8 hours, but it's crammed into like 10-15 minutes about. By the time you're watching this, the time lapse will be ready, or if not, it will be ready next. So definitely check it out below this video as well. So if you're not checked out my other videos that I did, please check it out. I did City on the Hills. That's an amazing drawing that I did of this landscape, beautiful city by the sea. It's called City on the Hills. Please check out the review and also the time lapse of that video. And also the other one I did, also Fragrance, an amazing piece. It's also on a bigger piece, 18 by 24 inch paper that I did. Is huge. It's very huge. I spent almost 15 to 20 hours on that, but I had the time lapse, amazing, 17 minutes, maybe 15-17 minutes, I think. Watch that one, watch the time lapse as well, City on the Hills. And generally, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Subscription button is right here right here below this video. That way you get my new videos when they come out each time. I'm trying my hardest to release a project, time lapse and a review every week. I'm trying. That's the ultimate goal. But please do subscribe. Subscription button is right here again. That way you get my new videos when they come out every week. Most importantly, leave your comments, your feedback. If you like this video, like this review, please thumbs up right right here. But even what's important and what's dear to me is like you visit the website, Armah Art. Again, the link is below this video. Visit Armah Art, and you can check out the gallery. You can check out the work that I've done. If you're on Instagram's a great place that I share snippets, bits of work that I'm doing. So cause usually sometimes projects takes a while. Take a couple of days, sometimes a week. I've done a project a month of just drawing every day to make a big project. So sometimes I have to update you on where I am. And Instagram is a great place to do it, because that way you get to see bits of pieces, the progress, instead of waiting for the whole time for the project to be done. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Thanks you for following. And until next time, I'll see you soon. Take care.